Hey guys, welcome back to Tamiya Legends, and once again, thank you for stopping by. So, yes, I finally built one of the XR conversion kits, and it was awesome. But I've not done this as a build video because this is this now is the TRF201 XR. And probably next week you're going to see the TRF201 XM. Excuse me, XM, which is a mid-motor mount version. And for me, that's the ultimate TRF buggy for me right now. So I'm going to do that as a full build. So this video is just a quick one, just to basically show you it. So I'll bring a camera over and I'll show you kind of what I've done and how it went together. As I say, with a view to doing a proper build when I do the XM version next week. This was awesome, my friends. You're probably sick of TRF cars, I understand that. And that's kind of why I'm doing this video, and it's going to be a short, quick one. But, yeah, I have to get it documented on the channel. So if you don't know, the bog standard TRF201 that came out in 2010, I think, and then Tamiya made the 201 XR kit, so you needed a 201 car, and then pretty simply, you just took the front and back end off it and you bolt it down to this new chassis, and it gives you this new body set, different sort of, completely different chassis configuration, made it kind of a little bit more modern to keep up with what was around when the XR kit came out. And then of course the XM is this conversion, but then another conversion kit, which, as I say, puts your shocks and your shock towers to the back and your beautiful big alloy gearbox. But anyway, you'll see that one soon. But not quite as straightforward as I imagined. There's quite a bit to it. It's not difficult, but you kind of got to watch what you're doing, because on the instructions on the conversion kits, there's no diagrams of actual size of the screws and stuff. So you kind of got to really work out what you're putting in the right place. And there's probably 4, 5, maybe even 6 different sizes. So you've just got to make sure you're putting it in the right place. So that kind of slowed me down a little bit. But yeah, the finished car is awesome. Let me bring a camera over and we'll have a good look at it. Right then, so this is my TRF201 XR. So, what you get in this conversion kit, you get obviously this beautiful chassis, side rails, carbon, battery holder, all the blue hardware you can see comes with it, and that's pretty much it. So the front end is just a direct swap from a standard 201. Couple of different fixings, but it gives you the different spaces, and it just bolts down, exactly the same steering on it. So yeah, very straightforward. The back, again, if you know the 201, you can see now there's big gaps here on these standoffs because it bolts down to the chassis on the standard 201. So it's a different way of fitting it, but it's exactly the same gearbox. I've not even touched it. And then opened a new set of the big bore shocks up using 2-wheel drive springs, which is really cool. A big shout out to Keith again for that, because I would have ended up probably putting 4-wheel drive front springs on because that's all I had. Yeah, just an absolute gorgeous looking thing. So I guess people will probably correct me in the comments, but what makes this better than the standard 201, I guess, is the extended wheelbase. The battery runs the same way, but this gives you more configuration for batteries. I can't remember, but I think if you take those two out, it's something like that. Maybe reverse that. I think you can have two two saddle packs going across, or you can put a standard 7.2 in or 7.42S. I think it gives you scope to play around, but I guess the geometry of it with a longer wheelbase is the big thing. And then of course, let me just turn it over. Make sure I don't lose anything. Look at that chassis. How nice is that? So the two things I need to get for this, and I'm also going to have to get for my XM when I do it, I'm going to need 2 brand new front bumpers and 2 motor guards, because obviously you use it. You're using 201 car, and they've all been used, so they've all got scratches on them. But of course, shocks, the full chassis, everything's brand new apart from that. So I think I can, with 2 new bumpers and 2 new motor plates, I can really spruce it up and make it look a lot better. There's not a great deal else left to show you, really. That's pretty much it. As I say, I'm going to go into a lot more detail in the next video when I do the XM. But yeah, let's bang the wheels on. Right, I think it really does come alive with the wheels on. Massive shout out to Scott for these wheels. He donated to them. They were actually meant for the XM, but obviously I wasn't getting any XR at that time, so I've used them on. This colour's going to tie in with how I get the body painted. So brand new big bore shocks on it, but no oiling. I've just put a little bit of oil by the O-ring so I don't, so the shafts don't damage them. But yeah, it's complete showpiece. So the benefit of that is it allows me to sit the car at a right height for the shelf that I like the look of. But for now, I've just put it right up to, see, it's got huge clearance. But I think it'll be around about that. Oh wow, I'm just so happy to actually see it finished. It's awesome. Oh, 2 things I need to mention. So those 2 nuts there are obviously not how it's supposed to go. The 201 has like finger release sort of nuts, the rounder, you know, so you can grip them for a quick battery change. Now I'd actually misplaced them, but I have since found them, so I'll take these nuts off and I'll put the proper ones on. Oh, I'm saying that I need 2 pairs. I need another set for XM. So I seem to be missing a pair of quick release. Oh, I know why. I think I put them on the 211 XM. Anyway, not to worry. That's definitely first world problems. So yeah, that's not correct, but for my purposes I'm doing, it doesn't matter. And I also had to use a second. Obviously, I had 2 201 donor cars. The first one was... Anyway, I've had to use the second one because the first one's motor plate was scratched to bits, whereas this one was like new. So I had to dismantle that. So obviously, when I come to do the XM, I don't use this gearbox, so I don't need that motor plate. It comes with a brand new one in the kit to fit onto this full alloy gearbox that you will see at some point in the future. Yeah, really digging this chassis, my friends, really am. It's so nice. Again, it's just so nice to see it finished. Anyway, so this one's just having the bog standard Tamiya body set that comes in the XR kit. So I'll just mount that on. And that's what it looks like close up of the body set. So as I say, body and wing come in the XR kit. I thought it was a bog standard Tamiya racing wing in the kit. It's similar, but it's not. Now that's a little bit of an issue because obviously I've got 2 XR conversion kits, meaning I've got 2 of these body sets. So on the other one, I wanted to use the wing and put it on my 501, but it's not the actual racing wing, it's on the 501. But nevertheless, I think I'm still going to use it because it's not a million miles off and it does look pretty good, to be honest. Maybe it is, maybe. Anyway, maybe I can cut it differently. I'm just looking at my 501 now, and I think it's just the way the sides have been cut. But I think it is slightly different anyway. So I've never ever liked this body. I was going to say body set, but it's not the wing. And the reason that is because of this huge window. It's just so open. Now, painting makes or breaks this body. If it's a badly painted one, I think it looks absolutely disgusting. And it's possibly if not one of the nastiest looking body sets Tamiya have ever done. But I have seen a couple with really nice paint jobs, and they do look a lot better. But I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm not going to use all this ridiculous big window here. I think I'm going to have a word with the painter, probably do the front normal, and I'm making this up as I go, but sort of use this as the window, and then maybe come up, you know, put a little bit of shape on it so I can get more paint on here. Because for me, when you look at them, you just see this huge side window, and I don't want that on mine. So I'm going to get a little creative, or the painter is, when I ask him what I want, tell him what I need. Yeah, and it's got to be Velcroed, but obviously can't do that until it's finished. But there's 2 body posts either side, and then there's the standard front one. So, yeah. Front end's lifting a little bit. Let's just raise that back slightly. Yeah, I'll have to set it up properly. But what do you think, my friends? You a fan of it or not? If you said not, with the kind of forward cab it's got, I would completely understand. You know, if you put that, and I won't do it in this video, but in the next video, I'll dig the 211 XM out, which has got the body set waiting to be painted, which is the Proline Bulldog. And of course, obviously, the XM is going to have the Proline Phantom. And they're all forward cab, but you'll just see those two are just so much nicer than this. This was lazy for me, by Tamiya. It could have been better. I don't know. Maybe I'm being ultra critical. I don't know. But anyway, my friends, that is my newly built Tamiya TRF201 XR. So you'll have to leave in the comments what you think. I'm just so happy I've finally got one built and done. I know the body set's got to be sent off to the painters, but that can't happen until the XM is done, because I've got a new body set for that, and then there'll be 4 body sets getting sent off. But yeah, it was just so nice to see it. I mean, even before I cut the body and wing out, I was just kind of looking at it, the car itself. I was like, that's super cool. Yeah, very, very cool indeed. I'm not a massive fan, I think I said earlier, I'm not a massive fan of this body set. The wing's great, but this Tamiya body, I'm just not a massive fan of it. But a lot of it does depend how you paint it. And I think the biggest thing for me, what puts me off, is the windscreen. The side windows are huge, and they're really big. And when it's painted, if you paint it to that, it's kind of, when you look at it, it's just this big side windscreen, and I'm not a fan of that. So what I'm thinking is, but I'll have to give this more thought, I think I'll get the sort of bog standard line done, the 3 sides, but then I'm going to get the painter to do something different and get more paint down here. I think it'll look way better, because I think no matter what paint job I do on it with this shell, I think I'm always going to be sort of looking at those windows and thinking that's not right. And this is kind of a one-time deal, so I think, yeah, just taking a bit off there might really improve that. But yeah, and now I'm itching to make the XM version. I really am, and that's gonna have the Proline Phantom body set on it, which I'm super happy to have. And it'll have pink wheels. It's got pink Tamiya wheels. Again, brand new big bore shocks on it. I've got the blue hop-up steering set from Dennis. Keith sent me rear uprights. I think there's other stuff. It's just going to really is going to be off the chart, that one, and that Phantom body set. But anyway, you'll see that one soon. But yeah, leave in the comments what you think. I think this is awesome. I really do. Anyway, as I said, just a quick video. So as always, my friends, thank you so much for watching. It is massively appreciated. And I didn't say thank you to Keith, did I? Keith got me this. Oh, combined with the XR and the XM, Keith got me most of that stuff. Shout out to Scott for these wheels as well. Absolutely awesome. But yeah, Keith, massive thank you, my friend, because I have my 201, and then I got all the stuff through Keith for the 201 XM. And then before I wanted to build the XM, I was like, I kind of need the middle one, the XR, otherwise I'm going to feel like I've got a gap. And that's when I traded a few cars or whatever to Keith, and I got another conversion kit. But anyway, you probably know all that. Anyway, I will shut up. As always, my friends, happy arseing.